Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cover the Spread for May 10th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Definitely make sure you subscribe and also give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. And hey, also let us know what you think about these three games that we're going to go over here and cover on the Saturday slate in the comment section below. I know we've definitely gathered a few people that are fading us, I see from some of the comments over the last couple of videos. And definitely, hey, if you got yourself a winner, congrats, because I know I lost the last game. I figured the Warriors might show up. But hey, looking at Thursday's, because they did not show up on the Thursday's game. Kind of looked like they were settled in on the 1-1 and still kind of depressed that the Curry news didn't get them motivated. But hey, we'll see how that series continues on. Looking at Saturday's action, I'm looking for a bounce back here. Still with Friday's pending, as most people do realize that we do shoot this video a little bit ahead of time. Head on over to Ramon. How you doing here as we head into Saturday's action here at Cover the Spread?
A lot of intrigue in the NBA playoffs. I don't know if it's been a total disappointment or not. We definitely have seen some interesting results here. We might get some extended series, so we got plenty of opportunities to pick some winners here on Cover the Spread.
Definitely plenty of opportunities to pick some winners. Lots of playoff basketball left here this season. I don't know, Rodd, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. I mean, bounced back a little bit. Didn't quite get the full win there. I know I said -1, so it was a push, but hope you didn't fade it.
Right? It's a push is better than a loss. So let's head into Saturday's action. We got 2 NBA. We got 1 MLB on the board, and I'm going to kick us off with the today's MLB action. Hey, we got the Yankees in to take on the Athletics. We still got ourselves a nice little pitchers duel here in this one on Saturday. You look at on the Yankees bump, we got Carlos Rodon going, and look what he's been doing. 3-2 with a nice sub-2 ERA rolling here, averaging about 6 innings of work. You look at scoreless through 3 of his last 4 starts. So definitely looking real good there. And then the other side for the Athletics, it's been their star, JP Sears, rolling along 4-1 with a 2.67 ERA, where he hasn't given up more than 3 runs in his last 5 starts. 2 runs, 1 run, 2 runs, no runs, 3 runs. So great pitchers matchup here. Both of these guys can go at least 5+ innings. And then you throw it to the bullpens, and I think they'll be solid enough to keep us under this total. What's it going to be as we're shooting this video? I think this total is at about a 9, 9.5, because we know the ballpark that they're in. The bookmaker's going to make this a little bit higher. But with these 2 pitchers going, we might see a 9. And if we see an 8.5, still like it here. I'm going to grab the under between Carlos Rodon and Sears. I think we got a nice duel in this one early. Even that first 5 out of 4, I wouldn't mind that an under as well in this matchup. But we're going to go with the full game here in this one. Grab the under, whatever it opens at 9, 9.5. Love it between these 2 guys. At least go 6+. Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? The New York Yankees or the Athletics Friday night or Saturday night?
Yeah, with Sears, I still kind of think of him as a former Yankee, even though he's been with this A's team much longer now. And he's done a nice job here with a 2.92 ERA coming in and 2.22 batting average against. And the A's have done a nice job with Sears on the mound. They've gone 5-2 in his 7 starts so far. Rodon, good returns so far for Carlos, 2.96 ERA and a 183 BABIP. Pretty good numbers, but I think the public is still going to be wanting to ride these Yankees a little bit. I think you're going to get a pretty good price here on the A's. I do want to grab the handicap here, probably lay a little bit to get that, but I'm going to take the A's on the run line here at +1.5, but a little bit of minus money in this one. The A's are, a great story so far. It was only a middle of the week here, Rod, that the A's had the better record than the Yankees until the A's dropped a couple and the Yankees won a couple, and before they came into this series. But the A's had the better record for a day or two last week between these two, and nobody would have thought that at this point. So A's haven't quite adapted to their new ballpark yet, win-loss wise, but they are 14-10 as a run line dog, and the Yankees are 7-9 as a run line favorite on the road. So I'm going to take the A's here on the run line with JP Sears against Carlos Rodon. Be interesting to see you talk about that total with two left-handers going, how it'll work out, but give me the A's here in this one on the run line.
Agree. I don't know where now. What do you like here in this one? Yankees or Athletics on Saturday night?
I definitely think it's going to be a much lower scoring one than the game on Friday night. So I kind of agree with the total there. However, I'm kind of slightly leaning to the Yankees with all due respect to the Athletics. They've had a great season. I still kind of think this Yankees lineup is the slightly better one. Should be a great pitching matchup, as you mentioned. And gotta tip your hat to Rodon too for what he's done so far this season. And yeah, it's not my strongest play, but that's where I'm leaning at. I agree with the under, but my slight lean is towards the Yankees. Give them the slight edge to their lineup.
Hey, that wraps up our first selection here. Cover the spread for Saturday. Let's head on over to the hardwood and take on some NBA playoff basketball here on Saturday. First game we're looking at, we got the Boston Celtics taking on the New York Knicks into New York and Madison Square for this one. We got the Celtics 5.5 point favorites in this one, total 205.5 in most places. Kicking it off over to Ramon for this one. What do you like here in this one, Ramon? Boston or the Knicks Saturday night?
Well, Rod, who'd have thought we were in this position right now, heading into this series with the Knicks and those two big wins so far. It's been just terrific for the Knicks and the job that they've done to get this lead. Now they come back home and they're going to be a dog because everyone knows that Boston needs to win, and maybe that's built into the line a little bit. Maybe the bookmakers are anticipating that the public will come in here on Boston, making them a road favorite. Maybe they deserve to be a road favorite, of course. They were the best team, but man, the Knicks have done just an incredible job so far with Brunson leading the way, with Karl Anthony Towns doing a terrific job as well. The Knicks shot 48% in game one. They kind of exploited that Boston perimeter defense and then came back with another incredible performance. A thrilling victory here, no doubt. Close games for sure coming into it. But, man, giving some more points at home. I know Boston's desperate. Yes, they should win this game, but I feel like they've tacked a little bit on here on this line to put it up near 5.5 when I would think maybe we're going to get another thrilling finish, hopefully here. Maybe we'll get an extended series. We kind of hope so there too, but I got to grab these points one more time with the Knicks. They've proven time and again. Why is it? Did the Celtics get off to those good starts, it seems like, and the Knicks are able to consistently work their way back into the game, and that was on the road. So put them back here in the Garden. I'm going to take the points here in this one. Give me the Knicks plus 5.5 against the Celtics on Saturday.
Heading on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Knicks or Celtics Saturday night?
Yeah, I kind of agree on the full game, though. I'd expect a little bit of money to come on these Celtics, as you were mentioning. So maybe wait for that 6 to pop up or see if you can get a 6. If not, 5.5 is still plenty of points here at home for the Knicks. However, if you do like the Celtics, I might try to look at them early here in the first quarter. They got off to a good start in both games and just gave it up late. And I think they got to come out with a sense of urgency after losing both games at home. They certainly don't want to go down 3-0. Nobody does. But so yeah, that's a bit where I'm at. I'm maybe put a little bit on the Celtics first quarter, but definitely leaning towards the Knicks full game for now.
And for me in this one, you know what, I'm going to go with the over here in this one. I think we see a little bit of tick up in the offenses when we switch venues here in this one. you look what numbers wise, Boston this playoffs, they've been averaging about 103.9 points per their playoff game. So you take that number, and then you look at what the Knicks have been doing defensively at home all year long, and it's been about 110 they've been giving up. But even if you look at the playoffs, it's been about 104. So that equals that number there. But you look what Boston's been doing on the road all season long, and even these playoffs ticked up a little defensively, but I think once you get it on the road, I think that number ticks up where they're going to give up over 100 plus points. And this low number, I think we just 2 games of Boston's. What we've seen in those first 2 games was Boston's ice cold 3-point shooting. This team lives and dies by the 3-pointer. I believe it was 10 of 40 this last game in game 2, and we know it was 50 and 60 in that the first game. As I went to, I think I went to the over in game 2. I'm going right back to the over again here in this one. I just don't think that this Boston Celtics squad can shoot as horribly as they have over the first 2 games. So I think we see an uptake, but I think the Knicks can go with them. That crowd will give that Knicks the boost. So give me the over here in this one. That probably what's going to be another bar burner in MSG. All right, that wraps up the first NBA action and playoff game we got here on the Saturday night. Hey, we're in for a treat. On to the next game we go. With going to kick it off. This is Al's game, and we're looking at the Timberwolves taking on the Warriors. Timberwolves laying 5.5 in some places. Total 200, 201 in some places. Definitely low total again. Get on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one?
Yeah, this is one, as you said, make sure you try to get the best number. Always do. But again, if you can get the 5 rather than the 5.5, I would try to get that. Wouldn't want to try to lay too much more than 6 here. Again, never trying to lay too much more than 2 possessions. But with this injury to Curry, I know they put up a good fight in the game. He went down. Unfortunately, they didn't really show up in the one after that. I think the Wolves here on the road are the better team. And I think they come out and get the job done again. So I'll lay the points with the Timberwolves, and I think they just make the most of this Curry injury and get the job done. I'll be looking at them first quarter too, and on the full game.
Headed on over to Ramon. What do you like hearing this one? Timberwolves or Warriors Saturday night?
Yeah, I'm a little bit bitter about what happened in the last game here. I was talking about a possible low score between Minnesota and Golden State, and it really was trending under the whole game. But as Minnesota continued to blow them out in the end, and it just kept kind of graduating to the total over there. So maybe I'm going to still come back on the over this time after maybe learning my lesson in the first game without Curry. Again, it was trending under the whole way, but as Minnesota pulled away, that's when it got up and over. And here you do have that momentum, 117 points for Minnesota. They exploited the smaller lineup for sure. Randall out there, 24 points. Edwards, maybe not his best game, but he started to come through big time in the second half. We saw him go down with a turned ankle. Came back in, looked pretty good. I don't think it's going to affect him moving forward here. And Wolves shot a lot better, certainly in game 2 than in game 1. So look, with the Warriors at home, I think they'll still feel a little bit more comfortable offensively. I think Hield will be able to click a little bit better from the outside. Maybe Butler will wake up and start and maybe do his job a little bit, because he seemed to check out once the Warriors seemed to fall behind. Great job also by Kuminga in that game, man. They keep finding him, man. He made his first 8 shots, and it seemed like they forgot about him after a while there. And yes, maybe Minnesota did take him out of the game a little bit. I'm going to go over, though, in this one. They're going to keep it low for me here. I think the Warriors at home favors a little bit better offensively than the 93 points that they scored on the road against Minnesota, and Minnesota did such a good job. So let me take the over here in this one on Saturday between the Wolves and the Warriors.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there in that one. I like the over as well here, Ramon. Just as you said, hey, Minnesota did a great job defensively at home, holding down the Warriors on their own court. But you look what the Timberwolves have done out on the road all season long. Well, their average has giving up defensively about 108 points a game. So they're not as good defensively out of the road this year than what they have been at home. Definitely we've seen it so far in these playoffs as well. But their number is down for these playoffs overall defensively for the Wolves than what we've seen. But I think with the home crowd, I think we see that uptick in points. But as I alluded to, Minnesota teams holding teams to 105 or less over the period of a couple of games, 25-7 to the over in that third game. So I'm with you here. Give me the over between these two and what should be a great game here on Saturday night. That wraps up with the cover the spread. The picks here for Saturday's action. I can't wait for it to get kicking off. We love the playoff games here as well. And I know we see the comment section below. And hey, see this little lad here, someone says. They might be playing here on Saturday night. So hint, hint. See? There you go. Just answer a comment in the comment section below that sometimes we don't cover that, but we definitely watch. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have yourself a wonderful Saturday. And always, let's just quickly do a quick little recap before we head on out of here for Saturday's action. First game we looked at, we got the Yankees taking on the Athletics. I think it should be a great pitcher's duel. We got Rodon on the mound and JP Sears going there in that one. Take the under in this one. Pitcher's duel going. Next game we looked at, we got the Celtics heading into New York for a nice little matchup here in MSG on Saturday. This says Ramon written all over it. MSG, that place is going to be rocking. Grab the Knicks. We've been keeping it close and winning outright over this ice-cold shooting Boston Celtics team. Why not keep riding it? Next game we're looking at, we got the Timberwolves heading into Golden State to take on the Warriors here in this one. Now says the Timberwolves continue to roll in this one with the Curryless Warriors. I don't have much to do without Curry. Lay the 5. Don't pay more than 6, Al says. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you that tunes into the Cover the Spread video. And hey, let us know as always what you think in the comments section below of these 3 games we got covered. Thanks everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Saturday. And as always, what are we doing here? Covering the
Spread.